For the last part of this code, we are going to add a javaDoc to our student class. Specifically, we need to add a header and some other features for our methods. Now, this code can be found in the playlist link below the like button. We've coded this student main class and this class student so far. Pretty cool code, and we have some pretty nice output. So looking at this, before our main or public class, we're going to need some comments right here. We're going to need our author name. We're going to need the @date. I prefer @version and then the date, but it says to do @date here. So we are going to do @date, and then we'll put today's date in here. And then we need a description of our student class features. So that should be done there. Now we're going to go into or above our student class. We'll take this out. Now we're going to go to the student class. And so in our student class, above each method, we need to have some kind of documentation of what we're doing. So in here, we have a constructor, and we're initializing everything kind of blankly. In this public student, if we just do a enter and then a /*, press enter, we can see that Eclipse automatically fills in the parameter and the other parameter. So we were passing in grade and name. So in here, we would write a description about that. In the next, we would do the same here. We would have our return. We would write out what we're returning. We're returning the grade. And then we're just saying that we would get the grade. And we would write a small description in here, just as we would in here. And then we would do that for the rest of our methods in here. We would do that for every single one. So now, if we want to generate our javaDocs, we'll go up to Project, click Generate javaDoc. Make sure that everything is correctly selected, click Finish, and it will generate the javaDoc. Now you can see that I have some errors in here, some warnings, and that's because we haven't filled out everything correctly. We don't have comment for this, for example, and I'll just make comments in here just to show that we would be able to print a javaDoc. So we would do this here, do this here. We would have something on top of all these methods. Remember, we need a description for everything, and after that we should be good to print it. However, Java, or at least Eclipse, usually likes the @version instead of date, so I'm going to change it to that, but we could do @date, I guess. Then we're going to go to Generate javaDoc, click Finish, and we still have one more error, and if we click it, it'll take us here, and this is because it seems like we don't have a description here. I'll just do a ... and see if we can trick it, and then generate the javaDoc again, click Finish. We still have an error, and that's because we don't have a description for this parameter because the args is already here. So we just do ... just to trick it again. So we'll click Generate javaDoc, Finish, and now it should look like this if it's correct. If it's not correct, it'll look like something else. We'll just do @date, see if it runs this. Generate javaDoc, click Finish. You can see that it does not like that, and it gives us a warning. So it will open a doc right here. We can click doc, and we have all of these different things right here. Well, we want an HTML file. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for testing package, because this is the package that we have right here. So we're going to click that. That'll drop down. And what we want is the student main. And so this will open up the student main HTML with our javaDoc in it. That is how you would do this last part.